Right, now we're going to get into actually measuring length and dealing with numbers. Now, the first thing that you need to pay attention to is measuring length. Yes, you are going to sometimes practice using a ruler to measure. So make sure you review all those different little measurements on a ruler. Now, you're also going to have some where you are dealing with these definitions. So congruent means exact same length. Exact same length. You're going to see a couple different things. The symbol for congruent is an equal sign with a squiggle on top. Occasionally you'll see one line with a squiggle on top, but I like to use this one right here that I just circled. If you have two things that are congruent, let's say these two line segments are congruent, you're going to have a little slash through them. Or let's say you have this triangle, sometimes you'll have two slashes through the ones that are congruent. Segment addition postulate means you add the two small pieces to make it a whole. So let's say we have this segment right here. We'll call this A, B, C. So segment addition says the two smalls equal the whole. So AB is our first piece, this guy, plus BC, so the second little piece, equals the whole thing, which is AC. Segment congruent postulate means the two small pieces are equal. Whoops. So if we have this segment and it's A, B, C, let's think about this. If I say this AB is 2, what's BC? It's also 2. So really, the whole thing, the whole length, would equal 2 times each of the smalls. Or if you want to say the whole thing equals AB, 2 times AB, you can. I'm actually going to change this to whole. So the whole equals 2 times the two pieces. And sometimes, let's go back up to segment addition. Sometimes people like to say small plus small equals whole. Sometimes that helps people remember these. All right, let's practice them. So let's come down here. We have a couple examples. All right. So the first one we have AD. So we can subtract. Remember, this is a distance, so it's absolute value. A is at -7. D is at here's 0, so 1, 2. So -7 minus -2. Bam, bam, that. -7 plus 2 would be -5. Absolute value of that is 5. Now, the same thing if we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still get 5 for the distance. AR, we can do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or you could have done the absolute value of -7 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, which would be absolute value of 11, which is 11. AC plus DR. Well, AC is 1, 2, 3, 4, plus DR is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. So that's from a number line. Now let's look at these down here where it's still a line segment, but it's not a number line anymore. So number 4, we have LM is 12. The biggest thing that I would say with these is draw a line segment, label it, label it, label it. So LM is 12, MN is 7, and it wants the whole thing. So remember, we have small plus small equals whole. Small 12 plus small 7 equals the whole. 12 plus 7 is 19. So there's your whole. All right, so for number 5, we're actually missing our line. So I'm going to draw my line. Here's A, C is between, so C has to go in the middle, and then B. I know that AC is 5x plus 2, so I'm going to label each piece here. It says BC is x plus 1, and then AB, so the whole thing is 27. So I have small plus small equals whole. Or I can say AC plus CB equals AB. AC is 5x plus 2. CB is x plus 1. And AB is 27. So let's solve this. 5x plus x is 6x. 2 plus 1 is plus 3. I'm going to subtract 3 to both sides to get 6x equals 24. Divide by 6, and x is 4. Now here's the trick though. That's x. Is that BC? No. We're going to have to take that value and plug it in. So we have 4 plus 1 is 5. That's BC. Make sure you pay attention whether you're solving for x or you're solving for a length. All right, last one. Now in this last one, notice these two little hash marks right here. These two hash marks say what? They say the sides are congruent. So for this one, we can put 7x plus 2 equals 23 because they're congruent. They're exactly the same. Subtract that 2 over to get 7x equals 21. I'm going to divide by 7 on both sides to get x equals 3. And this one I just had to solve for x, so I would be done at this point.